Parents with children that have reached the age to begin school share their worry of not knowing if their children will be accepted this year once school commences. These concerns are based on the fact that all students will be required to repeat the year which they had stopped from, which means that there is no vacancy for students joining primary 1 and likewise for elementary schools preserved. This is in a time where there had been an issue with some schools concerning nursery classes, and now due to the COVID-19, no students will be promoted from the class in which they had been studying. As a parent with a child at the age of 3.5, I want my child to start school, but now that children have stopped school, they will repeat, and it's a problem that I don't understand how it will turn out. I was planning to take my child to school in September, but it worries me because we may not get admitted. Due to the virus of COVID that has caused students to repeat, I'm asking myself where we will take our children because schools are few. Us too, we are confused with how a child that was already studying, how he or she will study with one coming to register this year. This looks uncomfortable. We think the solution would be to create more rooms in schools. A number of public schools principals here in Kigali City say that if nothing is done to increase the number of classrooms at schools, they are not going to admit new students. In primary 1, we admit 900 or 1,000 students. In case those rooms are not constructed, no new child would be admitted. Which means 400 students that we admit per year together with other 400 that are supposed to start again, which makes a total of 800 children, and if the new classrooms is not completed due to overcrowding, it would be a problem to both parents and to school because we would not be able to admit all students. In all districts of the country, classrooms in schools are being increased, while at the same time a survey is being done to determine the number of children that have reached the age of 7 and are supposed to begin school. Concerning children that are supposed to begin the first year of school in primary, just like we discussed in the plan of increasing the number of classrooms, the biggest number of rooms to be for primary schools, the first year of primary schools will be given more rooms so that those children may also study. We will try to see a child that has reached the age. We're not only building rooms, we're also surveying children that have reached the age of beginning school so that we know if in some school rooms were to be increased. If we see that there are vacancies available and the child is almost of age, there is no reason why we would not admit him or her. But those who will be admitted first are those that are 7 years old. We will begin those that have reached the age so that we don't cause congestion yet. It's what we're fighting against. So parents with children who have the right age don't need to worry. In order to prevent the spread of the virus COVID-19, schools are being postponed and will be resumed in the month of September. The Ministry of Education says that currently the construction of 22,505 classrooms in schools is being done in order to solve the problem of congestion at a rate of more than 60%. Most of those rooms will be reserved for primary schools. Mutoni Jane, reporting for RTV.